Hello everyone, my name is Ses. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video I'm going to discuss about our personal experience of do-it-yourself way on how we immigrate here in Canada. Our DIY Canada PR story, PNP to express entry immigration process. Just a brief background of us, we came here in Canada with my husband and my daughter last March 2018 as landed immigrants through PNP Express Entry. We are currently living at Moncton, New Brunswick for more than 4 years now. We used to live in Singapore for 8 years, but we decided to settle to a place where we can grow our family for good. Our friends told us that Canada is a family-oriented country, so we try our luck here. At first, nag-research ako ng ways on how to apply for permanent resident in Canada. Based sa research ko, most of the provinces requires employer sponsorship, family sponsorship, or the student pathway to immigrate and to be eligible to apply PR dito sa Canada. None of these pathways apply sa akin kasi that time I don't have any employer, wala din akong close family na nasa Canada na, and student pathway is way too expensive for me. So, discuss natin yung pathway ko, which is PNP. So, what is PNP? It is Canada's Provincial Nominee Programs. This offers a pathway to Canadian permanent residence for individuals who are interested in immigrating to a specific Canadian province or territory. Each Canadian province and territory operates its own PNP designated to meet its specific economic and demographic needs. And if you are nominated sa PNP ng isang province, they will award you an additional 600 comprehensive ranking system points sa express entry profile mo. And that additional 600 points, you will automatically be selected sa pool to apply for PR sa Canada. And what is express entry? Express Entry or EE Profile is an online immigration application system. It allows people to submit a profile and be considered as a skilled immigrant. Candidates with the highest ranking are invited to apply for permanent residency. So, important things muna to remember before creating an Express Entry profile is that you need to get an Education Credential Assessment or ECA report from one of the approved designated organization accepted in Canada. And the most popular one is WES or World Education Services. I had WES before kasi they have a faster turnaround time of assessing your credentials, and ECA is valid now for 5 years. Secondly, you need to have International English Language Testing System exam or IELTS general training, not the academic one, with a minimum score of 6 on all 4 language skills, which are listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And IELTS is valid for 2 years. I took my IELTS in Singapore British Council. And if you already have IELTS and WES handy, pwede ka nang mag-create ng Express Entry profile mo. As I've remembered correctly, nasa 320 CRS points lang ako before, which is way far behind sa required CRS points para ma-invite ka sa pool sa Express Entry for permanent residency. And which province gave me my additional 600 points? May immigration program kasi before ang New Brunswick na mag-a-attend ka lang na information session nila and valid yon for 2 years. Within the 2 years, pwede ka mabigyan ng ITA once you have all the documents needed. This program of inviting immigrants was launched around 2015 to 2018. But currently, New Brunswick is not offering this kind of immigration program. Meron silang ino-offer na bagong program as of today. I applied online through NBPNP website to attend for an information session sa Philippines. And luckily, I was selected to attend the info session they had in Makati, Philippines. That was June 2016. They also had one in Cebu before. I was the main applicant and I got a score of 71 over 100, and ang minimum passing mark nila for you to get an ITA is 67 over 100. And that time din, meron na akong handy na WES, IELTS, and employment certificates and ready na sa information session. Kaya I was given an on-the-spot ITA or invitation to apply sa province. They assess my documents based on their eligibility requirements on their NBPNP Express Entry Labor Market Stream self-assessment form, which includes your age, language, education, work experience, employment in New Brunswick if applicable, and adaptability dun sa province nila. And my documents and all the forms needed should be submitted within 45 days from the date I got my ITA, and this is paper-based, not online. So, list of documents and forms that I sent out to them are as follows: Express Entry Labor Market Stream Information Form, Consent and Declaration Form, Personal Net Worth Statement, Fee Payment Form for Skilled Workers, Educational Credential Assessment or ECA report for degrees, diplomas, or certificates earned outside Canada, work experience, proof of language proficiency, travel documents and passport, identity and civil status documents, and photo requirements. After 3 to 4 months from the time NB government received my documents, I was granted a nomination certificate which will provide me an additional 600 comprehensive ranking system or CRS points. I had a total of 920 points and I was virtually guaranteed to receive an invitation to apply for permanent residence under Express Entry. Actually, if I remember it correctly, that's the time na nag-reach out ako sa New Brunswick kasi nanganak na ako nun and I have to update my EE profile with my daughter na dahil gusto ko siyang kasama sa application ko for PR. Smooth process naman siya. I just updated my dependents and our proof of funds since we are 3 na sa application. And then I click the accept button dun sa Express Entry ko. And after receiving an ITA from EE Profile, I was given 60 days to prepare and submit an electronic application for permanent residence or EAPR in Canada. Make sure lang na may Xerox copy kayo ng lahat ng original documents na pinasa nyo sa province because you will need to upload all of that sa EE Profile nyo once you are invited. You also need to have a medical report. Me and my husband had our medical done in Singapore and my baby was in St. Luke's. Isa din sa requirements for PREE application is your police clearance from every country you or a family member stayed in during the last 10 years for 6 months or more in a row, and must be issued no more than 6 months before the date you will submit your application. We submitted our Singapore and Philippine police clearance. Sobrang detailed ng process ng Express Entry PR app. You need to be very careful in filling out each form online kasi if may discrepancy, this will result for rejection. It took us around 6 months before we receive our passport request or PPR. Kapag naka-receive ka na ng PPR request, 98% na-approve na yung application nyo for permanent residence. You need to send your passport to any visa application center or VAC in your country. In the Philippines, they have VFS Manila and Cebu, while in Singapore, they have VFS Global in Cecil Street. The usual turnaround time that you will receive your passport back with visa stamp is around 2 to 3 weeks based on my experience. You will also have your COPR or confirmation of permanent residence on hand for each person that will accompany you in Canada. You also have to land in Canada before the expiry of your visa to be accepted as permanent resident. We didn't hire any agency to process our application on our behalf kasi you can do it yourself. There are a lot of resources to go to. Read and try to reach out to any FB page, WhatsApp groups, watch vlogs, etc. to gain more knowledge. This immigration application journey was a very stressful process and you need a lot of patience and prayers. You need to be physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially ready when you decide to move in Canada. It's all worth it after the approval kasi Canada is one of the best country to live in, especially if you have kids. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you again on our next vlog. Bye!